If you're in commercial real estate and you're wondering why your leads aren't turning into deals, you're not alone. Today we're going to break down why lead conversion rates in real estate are lower than what most people expect, and more importantly, what you can do to improve them. According to the National Association of Realtors, broker conversion rates typically land between 0.4% and 1.2%. Now, for those of you that are math challenged like myself, they're saying that for every 1,000 leads, you might close just 4 to 12 clients, and that's kind of painful, right? But before you panic, there are reasons behind those numbers, and there are plenty of ways you can improve them. First, your lead quality matters. If you're working with bottom of the funnel leads, people who are ready to make a decision right now, your conversion rate could jump to 9% or even more. Second, we have market conditions. If the economy is tight or your region is slow, it's going to take longer to move someone from just browsing to let's close on this deal. Third, we have follow-up tactics, and this one is a pet peeve of mine. A lot of agents do not have a structured process, and leads slip through the cracks, and they don't need to. That's where a good CRM can become your best friend. It keeps track of where leads come from, reminds you when to follow up, and even stores notes from past conversations so you can build trust and continuity. And what that means is when you have a conversation with somebody and you talk to them 2-3 weeks down the road, you can go back to that conversation because it's stored in your CRM and remind them of what the conversation was about, and that is going to help you build trust. So that is why this is so important. Now, and finally, inbound versus outbound leads. Inbound leads are where potential clients reach out to you directly from your email, social media, or blogging, or even website marketing, and they tend to convert better because they're already shown interest. Outbound leads, however, they're a lot of work. They're leads that you generate directly from your outreach, such as from cold calling or networking or canvassing, and you're constantly chasing them down, which is why it's always harder. So my recommendation to you is to always have a focus on creating more inbound leads. Let's talk about some practical steps you can start using immediately to create a higher conversion rate. And this first one seems kind of like a no-brainer, but it's one I want to remind you about, and that is respond fast. I mean, like within the first 5 minutes fast. After that, your conversion rate drops sharply. If you can't personally respond right away, you need to automate an initial response to your CRM or set up a system where you can have a junior or assistant that can respond to them and let them know that you're going to call them back. But make sure you respond within the first 5 minutes. Step number 2, personalize your communication. Skip the generic email templates. Practice active listening and reference what they asked about, clicked on, or discussed with you. Show you've been paying attention to what they've been trying to tell you. And we got step number 3, it's use multi-channel approach. Don't rely on just one method of contact. Add text messages, emails, and social touches in addition to your cold calling. So we're on to number 4, and that is optimize your website and your social media. You want to make sure your call to actions stand out. You want to make sure your contact forms are short and your unique selling points are front and center and clear for everybody to see. Because just like you do before trying a new restaurant, I'm sure your potential clients are Googling you to learn more about you before deciding to work with you. So you have to ask yourself, does your website and your social media convey the right image for them to want to hire you? Number 5 is build your brand and provide value. You want to post videos because videos are getting to be such a hot topic. You can do property tours, neighborhood spotlights, quick tips on zoning, market trends, or even proof stacking that we'll get into a little bit later on in the video. But you can also offer free resources like valuation tools or commercial real estate guidelines. This draws inbound leads and builds trust before the sales conversation. Okay, we're on to number 6, and that is qualify your leads. So I'll tell you what we tell all of our agents. That is, make sure you qualify every lead before you step over the threshold to leave our office, before you do any time into it. Make sure that this person can close on a transaction. It's very important because you will get calls that people want to own a business, but they just don't have the experience or the money to be able to close on the deal. So make sure you qualify your leads. All right, we're on to step number 7 that in all honesty is not really a step, but it's something that we're using that is working very, very well, and that's proof stacking. And it's really a simple process. It's nothing more than writing a blog or a white paper on a client that reached out to you, you handled all their pain points, you overcame all their objectives, you found them the perfect property, and you posted that out there for everybody to read. And what that does, it shows that you've handled a property or an asset within a certain market, and it'll drive people in that marketplace to give you a call. And our conversion rate on those has been super high. So that tip is something that's been working very well for us. You have to keep in mind that patience is critical as well. To combat frustrations, you need to set realistic goals for your business development. Here's something most newer agents don't realize even, and that is conversion isn't always immediate. Some leads might take months or even years to convert. You're going to have consistent nurturing, and your conversion rates can get as high as 40% in over 2 years, or just around 2 years actually. Therefore, you'll want to set up email drip campaigns. You want to check in regularly with your clients and keep your name at the top of your client's mind. Lastly, use your network, past clients, your sphere of influence, other brokers, and your community connections are gold mines for referrals, so make sure you utilize them. So yes, commercial real estate conversion rates can seem discouraging on the surface, but with quality leads, quick responses, smart follow-up, and consistent value delivery, they're absolutely improvable. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below telling me which tactic you're going to try first, because we all want to hear what's working for you. This community is very important to supporting each other, and that's a big way you can do that. Now, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week.